what you need, what you need, I got what you need, what you need, what you need, what you need, I got what you need.
Hello and welcome to Chapter 8 of The Art of Seduction. Today I will be discussing the non sequitur of the dependence effect. First, I would like to define what non sequitur means for those of you who don't know. Non sequitur is a conclusion or statement that does not logically follow from the previous argument or statement. In this case, Friedrich von Hayek is arguing that his contemporary, John Kenneth Galbraith's argument is not logically sufficient. Galbraith's argument is the dependence effect. Just in case you didn't get to see Jezeb's video, here's a quick background of the dependence effect. According to Galbraith, modern capitalism is dominated by large enterprises and characterized by an abundance of wants that are the product of corporate planning and massive advertising. As a society becomes more increasingly affluent, wants are increasingly created by the process by which they are satisfied. Galbraith sees this as a form of manipulation and a moral wrong, as it encourages people to buy things that they don't need only for the purpose of corporate profit. Galbraith thought the solution was equalized redistribution, whereby the means of production are controlled by the state. The only way to prevent injustice, he claims, is to let the state decide how wants are fulfilled. This will prevent the moral wrong committed by producers who are creating demand in order to generate profit. Von Hayek counters Galbraith's argument by pointing out that the crux of the argument relies on a flaw that ultimately leads to a faulty conclusion. For Galbraith to reach this conclusion, he would have to take from the collective, by force if necessary, in order to prevent the manipulation of individuals. In other words, to prevent people from being treated as the ends of the solution is to treat people as the ends. Von Hayek continues to question the validity of Galbraith's claims, because he is focusing only on extreme types of wants, but neglects to see that there are very few wants that are independent from the social environment. While agreeing that many of our wants are created by production, von Hayek illustrates that society's highest desires, including art, literature, and education, are instilled in us by the very creation. What if the works of scholars, artists, and writers were never created? Then there would be no desire for the Mona Lisa, Romeo and Juliet, and Plato's The Republic. As Galbraith makes the claim that consumer demand would not exist if it were not created, von Hayek counters this argument by making it clear that producers do not know what consumers want. Therefore, Galbraith's statement is incorrect because the wants are not directly created by the producer. A producer creates a product based on what they believe will be desired by society. All consumers have a choice to decide what product they want, so the producer is not manipulating the consumer. The producer will not succeed unless they create a product that will be desired by many consumers. Then, because we are influenced by our cultural environment, more consumers will desire the product that his peers have obtained. For this reason, keeping up with the Joneses may be important over other needs, including food, because people can decide what is important to them by spending money how they choose. For some people, there are more important things than having their basic needs met. For some people, buying extravagant goods is important to them because they want to reflect wealth. In addition, von Hayek asserts that it is true that we will not want to possess anything else and that we desire more because we live in a society that provides and creates wants. What motivates us to desire more is seeing other people enjoying those wants. If we did not see this, we would only care about meeting our basic needs. Von Hayek claims that advertising and the creation of new commodities is important and an cultural achievement. If we were to believe that the desire for something that was cultivated in us is not important, we believe that all the achievements of society are not important. This cannot be confused with the fact that some desires are not to satisfy what we need, but that they are to satisfy how we feel about ourselves and the value it represents.